They talk about it. They talk about it. They talk about it. They talk about it. They talk about it.
Welcome back to She Could Talk the Podcast. I'm your host, Gangalee. Hey, and that's Gangalee on all streaming platforms. If you want to check out my music, just look for the red glasses, the locks. You'll find me there, okay? But over here on She Could Talk the Podcast on YouTube, this is where we react to everything, where we have open discussions about everything. If they're talking about it, we're talking about it. We talk about news, crime, sports, politics, influencers, TikTokers, YouTubers, whatever. They talking about it? We're talking about it, okay? Alright, but on this episode here, I'm doing another behind the music story. So this one, of course, is going to be a song that I'm on. I had the honor of being invited to collaborate with one of my longtime homies in music, Antagonist Dragonspit. Shout out to Antagonist Dragonspit. I call him one of the hardest working men in music. Check him out. He is on YouTube. He's on Amazon. All streaming platforms you could think of. Spotify, Apple. Check him out. But last year he reached out to me and he said, "Yo, Ganga, I got a song for you. I want you to hop on this joint." I said, "All right, send it to me. Let's check it out. When I get some time, I'm in the studio. I'll see what I could do." So that was about maybe a Saturday night, Sunday. I said, I'm in the studio today. I'm gonna go ahead and see what I could do. Sat down, checked out this beat, and I was like, yo. Put it this way, I had my verse back to him by Tuesday. He was like, the turnaround time is crazy. I was like, nah, the production, the whole concept of the song, this is crazy. I'm in. So this song dropped about 4 months ago, end of December, around the holiday time. And it's called Take a Few. And it is Antagonist Dragonspit. It's his song, and I'm featured on it. Gangalee, hey. And I want to also shout out Martin Briones, a.k.a. Sky High Baby, because he is the producer of the beat, of the track. And a special shout out to DJ Delinger for dropping the cuts on this track. You know what I'm saying? So straight up and down, Virginia Beach, connect. You know what I'm saying? My fam. So this was a great, this was a heartfelt, near and dear collab for me, because this is fam. Home 757. So without further ado, I wanted to get into this song called Take a Few, and I will not be reacting to it because it's Antagonist Dragonspit featuring myself. It's available on all streaming platforms. If you want to add it to your playlist, if you want to purchase it, feel free to do so. But over here you guys can react. So you feel free to join me in the comments, tell me what you think. And then I'll come back and give a little bit more inspiration or tell you a little bit more inspiration behind my lyrics or my verse in particular. But without further ado, it's called Take a Few, and by Antagonist Dragonspit, featuring yours truly, Gangalee. Here we go.
Yeah. Menacing my skills, give you a slight chill. You ain't nice till it pay the rent of the light bill. Maybe your mortgage on a fortress, tucked away in the forest, painting portraits of ladies that's gorgeous like Mona Lisa. Can I get a date on Friday? I got tequila, and if you want, then we could get blazed. Been on the hip hop since back in the days. The illest some C, straight out the V, capital A. Not flipping no keys, and in the streets, trafficking gay. Matter of fact, I don't even need the trap to get paid. Wish I had 100K for every rapper I slay. Slash up a blaze till they body collapse on the stage. Sick of the pneumonia mixed with that new Rona. Hit your chick in a whip with 2 owners. You want a trip? Quick fix the 2 zoners. Now go ahead and take a few moments. Bounce.
Hey.
Bounce. 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 Yeah. This for the OGs that stick to they hustle until that checkbook Westbrook triple and double. Yeah. Don't let your mouth get you in trouble. The pistol will bust you and turn all that drip to a puddle. I'd rather get it in with this bottle and see what she trying to do after we finish this bottle. It look good, make a move on it. Now go ahead and take a few moments. Bounce. 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 Bounce.
Bounce. Bounce. Bounce. Bounce. Gangalee. We beat to rap like an itch, need a scratch. Make sure I deliver like a woman on her back.
walk the straight and narrow until I relapse. Then I'm back on these tracks with these vocals and these raps. I be everywhere, but I never see you. Let's be very clear. Transparent, see-through. Draw they rock, tie their hands. Now it's time I take a few. Took the stones, built the house with the ones they refuse. Living great, feel good, black money. Yo, we innovate. Out the hood, stack sunny. Now we levitate and eat good off rap money. Now they hesitate and beat wood. We back, honey. The Bronx created it, VA elevated it. Tampa Bay fascinating, out here celebrating it. Going down in the books as one of the greatest with it. Never stopped rapping, Mars to the ether with it. Going from Mars into Venus with it. Up in the stars while you sleeping on it. It's giving life when I breathe on it. Go ahead and take a few moments. Bounce.
We're gonna stop that right there, yeah. You already know. Shout out to Antagonist, Dragonspit for the collab, and you know he's one of my musicianal partners that I've worked with for over 20 years. So over 2, maybe 3 decades at this point. So shout out to Antagonist. That right there is available on all streaming platforms, guys. Go ahead and support not only myself, but my fams. Antagonist, like, we're musicians, we're family, and this is what we do. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what we do. We take up creative spaces. But if you like that, guys, you know how I do. You know how I do. But before I get into that, I know y'all gonna be like, well, what was the inspiration behind it? The inspiration was Antagonist. I can't lie. He sent me this song and it was like, yo, I think this would be a great collab for us. And you know, it was a no-brainer. As soon as I heard it, I heard his verses, the way he was killing it, the way it was going, bouncing off the beat. I said, oh, it's a no-brainer, you know. So I definitely tailored my verse. I listened to his verse a couple of times, and I was like, all right, we're gonna have a cohesive song, so I'm gonna do my part. So I kind of customized it and tailored it to me while still tailoring it to what he was saying. And basically it's like, you know, we stacking our money. We OGs. We stick to the hustle and we make sure the checkbook, Westbook, triple and double. Okay. So I was like, yo, and he already know how we do, you know what I'm saying? Like we live similar lifestyles, you know what I'm saying? So we can definitely relate to that, you know, grinding, working hard, doing the music, taking care of our family. And that's what we do. We great, you know what I'm saying? Feel good, black money, elevate, out the hood, we stack sunny. So, you know what I'm saying? That's how I do, y'all. So once again, I'm letting you guys in a little bit more into knowing who I really am, all right? But until the next time, you know how I do. You know my motto. If you like anything I do, tell a friend. If you don't like anything I do, tell a friend, because it does not hurt either way, all right? And from my lips turn to your ears, I love you. Just like the single that's also streaming on all platforms, I Still Love You by Gangalee. But if you want to love me and show me a little love, please hit the like, subscribe, share, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. If you don't like it, tell a friend. And you know, if you want to show a little extra love, you know, we got that She Can Talk Cash App, so that's gonna be She Could Talk at the Cash App. But you already know, guys. Until next time, y'all, be good to each other, be kind to each other, and spread that love. It's your girl Gangalee. This is She Could Talk the podcast, and we're out. Peace.